Look, if you scroll through YouTube right now, what do you see? It feels like everyone is trying to teach you how to be a content creator. They want you to start a faceless channel or a newsletter or a social media agency. And don't get me wrong, that stuff can work. But let's be honest, it is becoming incredibly crowded. Everyone is fighting for the same eyeballs, and the algorithm is only getting harder to beat. But while everyone is busy scrambling to be the next big influencer, there is a quiet group of people making serious money doing something completely different. They aren't making content, they are building software. Now, I know exactly what you're thinking immediately. You're thinking, I don't know how to code, I'm not a developer, and I definitely don't have the money to hire one. 6 months ago, that would have been a valid excuse. But today, it's not. Because the game has completely changed. With the release of models like Claude 3.5 Sonnet and platforms like Replit, the barrier to entry for building a software startup has basically dropped to zero. You don't need to spend 4 years getting a computer science degree anymore. You just need a good idea and the ability to type in plain English. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to shift your mindset from being a creator into being a tech founder. We're going to build a real, functioning micro-SaaS product from scratch without writing a single line of code ourselves. This isn't about hype. It's about building a digital asset that actually provides value and can generate revenue while you sleep. Let's get to work. First, we need to delete a misconception from your brain. When I say software startup, you're imagining the next Facebook or Uber. You're imagining a team of 50 engineers and a headache. Forget that. We aren't trying to build a unicorn. We are trying to build a micro-SaaS. Here's the secret. Boring makes money. Think about the last time you needed to do something annoying on your computer. Maybe you needed to remove a background from an image, or convert a PDF, or calculate your freelance taxes. What did you do? You Googled it. You clicked the top link. You used the tool. That simple, ugly little website? That is a money printer. It solves one specific problem for one specific person. It doesn't have a login page. It doesn't have complex databases. It just works. And the best part? Once it's live, it's truly passive. Software doesn't get sick. It doesn't ask for a raise. It just sits there and processes traffic. This is the shift I want you to make. Stop trying to be an influencer. Start trying to be a tool builder. Okay, so how do we find these ideas? If you try to build a generic calculator, you will fail. The big guys already own that keyword. You need to use what I call the niche down method. Don't build a tax calculator. Build a tax calculator for Uber drivers in California. Don't build a file converter. Build a Kindle to PDF converter for students. We're going to let AI do the heavy lifting here. Go to ChatGPT or Perplexity and type this. List 20 repetitive, painful digital tasks that real estate agents hate doing that could be solved with a simple one-page web tool. Boom. Look at the results. Commission split calculator, closing cost estimator, rental yield visualizer. These people are busy, they have money, and they are searching for these answers every day. If you can build the tool that saves them 10 minutes, you win. Pick one that looks simple. Verify it on Google Trends to make sure people are actually searching for it. If the competition looks weak, or if the current tools look like they were built in 1998, you have a green light. This is the part where most people check out. Don't. This is where the magic happens. We are using Claude 3.5 Sonnet. Why Claude? Because right now, it is objectively the best at writing code. It understands logic better than GPT-4 for this stuff. Here's the prompt. Take a screenshot of this, seriously. Act as a senior full-stack developer. Create a single-file HTML tool with internal CSS and JavaScript. I want to build a commission calculator. It needs to look modern, clean, and use a dark mode theme. It must include these specific input fields and export to PDF. Watch this. Claude is writing the HTML, the styling, the logic, everything. And with the artifacts feature, you can see the preview right there on the side. Now look, it's not going to be perfect instantly. Maybe the button is ugly, maybe the math is wrong. This is your job now. You aren't the coder, you are the project manager. If it's broken, you don't fix the code. You tell Claude, hey, the calculate button isn't working on mobile. Fix it. Or make the background darker. You iterate. You talk to it like a human. You keep polishing until you have a tool that looks like it cost $5 grand to develop. You have the code. Now you need to get it on the internet. We are using Replit. It's basically a playground for code that also hosts your site for you. You don't need to mess with servers. You don't need to understand Linux. Create a new HTML/CSS/JS project. Copy the code from Claude. Paste it into Replit. Hit run. That's it. You are live. You are technically a software founder. Now do me a favor. Spend the $12 and buy a proper domain name. Nothing screams scam like a weird long URL. If you want people to trust your tool, buy the .com. It's the cost of 2 coffees. Just do it. Okay, cool tool, but how do I get paid? You have 3 options. Option 1 is the classic, ads. You slap Google AdSense on the page. It's ugly, but it's pure passive income. Option 2 is smarter, lead gen. If you have 500 real estate agents using your calculator every month, that is a gold mine. Put a form at the bottom that says, "Get our free guide to high-ticket sales." You collect their emails, and you sell them a course or an affiliate product later. Option 3 is the one nobody talks about, the exit. There are marketplaces like Micro-Acquire where people buy simple tools like this every single day. If your tool gets traffic, you can sell it for a lump sum. You are literally flipping digital real estate. So here's my challenge to you. Don't just watch this video and go back to scrolling TikTok. I want you to take this weekend to build one simple tool. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't even have to make money right away. Just go through the process. Find a small problem, ask Claude to code the solution, and put it on the internet. Once you realize that you have the power to create software just by typing, you will never look at the internet the same way again. You stop being a consumer, and you start being a founder. If you want the exact prompts I used in this video to generate the code, comment the word founder down below, and I'll send them over. Stop consuming, start building. I'll see you in the next one.